Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk save or splurge. Oh yes. Look, if the world was perfect, we'd all have infinite dollars to spend on our skincare and whatever else we wanted to, but that's just not the case. I wish it was. You know, I work hard for my money and I want to make sure that I'm spending it wisely. You know, I love to save $1. I love super affordable skincare. And even so, there are some categories of products and some specific products that I know and I'm comfortable spending more money on, knowing I'm going to get more in the long run. I can recognize where I can splurge a little bit. And so that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about skincare you should save your money on, especially if you're looking to build your skincare routine around a budget. You know, don't get roped in by certain claims with certain products. You can definitely get away with spending less. And I want to talk about the areas where you may consider, you know, reserving more of your skincare budget and splurging a little bit in certain areas where you're going to get more bang for your buck. So if you're so ready to find out, save or splurge, give the video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So let's talk about cleansers first. This is definitely a category of product that you can feel confident saving your money in. There is absolutely no need to splurge on expensive cleansers if you don't want to. I mean, look, there's lots of cleansers out there, tons of options, tons of brands, bells, whistles, ingredients, benefits. It can make your head spin, right? But let's revisit the basics when it comes to cleansers. We really just need something that works, right? Something that cleans your skin effectively, something that hopefully does not strip moisture from your skin, essential moisture that we need, and something that respects your acid mantle, something that is low pH. And really, that's about it. And you can find really great, effective, gentle, non-stripping, low pH cleansers for under $15 or even less. Oh yeah, it's definitely possible. There's just no need to spend much more than that. So I'm going to recommend one to you. There's actually a lot out there and I have tons of cleanser reviews as well, but one that is super affordable and one I think will work for a lot of different people is the Heimish All Clean Green Foam. This is around $10 to $12 for the cleanser. It's about 150 milliliters of product. It is a fragrance-free, essential oil-free, drying alcohol-free product. The pH comes in right at 5.5. It is a non-stripping, moisture respective, kind of jelly type textured cleanser. It feels great on the skin. It's going to work for pretty much every skin type. Cleans really effectively, washes away really cleanly, and it's so kind on the wallet. One thing that I think is super important to understand about cleansers, regardless of your budget, is, you know, the limitations of what a cleanser can do for your skin. You know, especially some of the ones that are a little bit more expensive that feature some fancier ingredients can really claim to do things like brighten up your complexion or even give you anti-aging results. And that sounds super promising. It sounds like something we maybe would shell a few more dollars out to get, right? But I think it's important to understand the vehicle of a cleanser. This is a product that delivers, you know, maybe some of these anti-aging or brightening ingredients to your skin in a very short amount of time before they are rinsed away. They are not absorbed into the skin and they rinse down the drain. And so while I won't deny that maybe you could potentially get a little bit of brightening from your cleanser, it's really not the most effective or powerful vehicle for these types of benefits. And so even though it sounds tempting, especially if you are looking to build your skincare routine on a budget, I wouldn't fall into it in the cleanser category. It's really not going to be the most effective vehicle. That being said, I will admit that cleansers that do contain a little bit of exfoliating properties, AHAs, BHAs, some chemical exfoliation, I actually do find these to be effective, even though they are on the skin for a short period of time. Because of the nature of chemical exfoliation, you really only need to be exposed to it for a short amount of time to get decent benefits. But again, just like I said about, cleansers being not the best vehicle for powerful ingredients, you are going to get bigger and better benefits from a straight up chemical exfoliating serum or liquid, right? So you have to kind of weigh, the benefits against the actual product themselves and how powerful they really can be for your skin. Now let's talk about essences, because this is definitely a skincare category that I think you can splurge on. This is an area where you may want to reserve some more of your budget for, because essences, not only do they tend to be a little bit more expensive, not all of them, there are some great affordable options, and I'll talk about some in just a little bit. But generally speaking, they are more expensive products, and I do find that they're worth it. Now, an essence is really, in my mind, somewhere in between like a toner and a serum. Toners really hydrate the skin and rebalance it. Serums, on the other hand, really deliver a high concentration of really great ingredients that can bring some visible benefits to the skin. They're really a treatment step, right? And so an essence is kind of somewhere in between that. It brings a little bit of both worlds to your skincare routine. And I think that's part of the reason why essences tend to be on the pricier side, because of that concentration of really effective ingredients, that treatment step. A lot of essences have highly fermented ingredients in them, which can really help with so much on your skincare. I mean, fermenting an ingredient takes a lot of time, so that's kind of where some of the price would come in. But when you ferment an ingredient, it can really open up a lot of benefits, lots of amino acids, antioxidants for the skin. It can kind of make the ingredient a little bit bigger and better, and it can also help increase just overall the absorption of the product, which is great. I mean, fermenting an ingredient is kind of like supercharging it in a way. Are all essences fermented? No, but a lot of them are. There's also a sort of phenomenon or a trend in K-beauty, especially with single extract essences. It's where they take just one star ingredient, and that's all that makes up. It's a highly concentrated amount of that one real star special ingredient, and it's just like supercharged, like super shot to the skin of said star ingredient. And again, that's another reason why essences can be a little bit more on the pricier side, because we're talking about quality of ingredients, concentration of ingredients, and that's why it could be worth the splurge for you. Spend a little bit more money on your essence step. One of my all-time favorite essences actually happens to be a single extract essence using just one ingredient only. It also happens to be probably the very most expensive skincare product I have ever put on this mug of mine, and that is the Amore Pacific Vintage Single Extract Essence. And the star ingredient here is green tea. Oh yeah. Now, Amore Pacific is really famous for having their own green tea gardens that they grow on Jeju Island in Korea. And so we're talking about quality of ingredients here, right? They do ferment the green tea leaves that they use in this essence for, I think it's about 100 days, and then they extract it in a like slow release method. This is part of the reason why it's so expensive. It is about $175. OMG, oh my gosh, that is insane. You could build a huge skincare routine for $175, like just for one product. Yeah, it can definitely make your heart skip a beat a little bit for some of us, definitely. This is really like, the cream of the crop. We're talking about lots and lots of beautiful green tea with all its wonderful polyphenols and catechins and all the wonderful antioxidant goodness that green tea brings. Green tea is wonderful for your skin health. It's hydrating, it's soothing, it reduces redness and inflammation. It's got lots of anti-aging benefits to it. It's just overall so beautiful for the skin. My skin absolutely loves green tea. I saw some really beautiful benefits when using this product. You know, one day I will splurge and get it again for sure. This is, I mean, we're talking top shelf essences here, right? My everyday essences that I lean on do run somewhere from the $30 category up to around $50, $60. Some of my favorites include the Primera Miracle Seed Essence, the I'm from Mugwort Essence, and the Missha Time Revolution First Treatment Essence. I do have some essence reviews that you guys can check out if you want to dive deeper into specific products, but this is definitely a category of product that you can put even regardless of your budget, right? Whether you're high end, low end, mid end, this is where you might want to spend a little bit more money if essences are your thing. If you are looking to save some money, but you do want to use an essence, we're talking super budget, right? I actually really do enjoy the Scinic First Treatment Essence. This is a really nice fermented first essence that brings some really nice brightening and complexion benefits into the skin, and it comes with a small price tag, but big benefits. Now let's talk about moisturizers, and this is definitely a category of skincare product you can feel 100% free to save on. I think that moisturizers are incredibly important to really finish off your skincare routine, but the conversation around moisturizers, at least in my mind, is really similar to the conversation around cleansers. When we talked about cleansers, you know, we talked about the fact that they stay on the skin for such a short period of time before they are washed off, and so they probably don't deliver a lot of effective benefits into the skin just based on how you use them. And I do feel that it is a similar conversation around moisturizers. I just don't think that they're a super effective vehicle for beneficial ingredients, at least not a lot of the ones that we think of, like for really brightening up the skin or bringing lots and lots of anti-aging benefits. Are there moisturizers that can? 100% there are, but I still am really in the camp of thought that the best treatment and the most benefit that you're going to get in your skincare routine is actually going to come from serums and even essences. We're going to talk about serums in a second. I just kind of spoiled it a little bit. But moisturizers, you know, for me, they're really meant to moisturize the skin, protect the skin, and really finish off your skincare routine. And that's about it. What I will say though is one benefit that I really rely on from my moisturizer, which maybe isn't the most exciting benefit in the world, like brightening and anti-aging, it's actually moisture barrier support. Yeah, really the delivery for ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids. I'm always talking about it because while moisture barrier health may not be super sexy, well, it is to me, but for a lot of people, it's not super exciting, right? But when your moisture barrier is strong and healthy on the inside, your skin will glow from the outside. And so in that sense, a moisturizer can bring lots of benefits to your skincare routine, just not the traditional ones that we think of. So feel free to save your money in this one and really just pick out the best moisturizer for your skin type and for your skin needs. You know, I love the Illiyoon 8.0 Ceramide Concentrate Cream. I've recently fallen in love with the Cosrx Moisture Power Enriched Cream. Both are super duper affordable. I will concede to the fact that there are two moisturizers that have made a huge impression on me that are a little bit more on the pricey side. Is it necessary? Absolutely not. You can really take your skincare budget a long way if you do save in your moisturizer category. But I will briefly mention that the Sioris You Look So Young Night Cream, which retails around $35, has given my complexion a really nice brightening effect due to one of the star ingredients in here, which is tamanu oil, which is definitely something you could maybe invest in a separate product that costs a little bit less, right? But this is definitely a really nice, rich, buttery, dry skin moisturizer with some skin brightening benefits. $35, kind of like in the middle, not too bad, right? Another moisturizer that I have talked about on this channel as really enjoying and feeling some anti-aging benefits from is the Allies of Skin Antioxidants and Peptide Treatment Moisturizer. This one comes in at a whopping $109. And as much as this feels wonderful on my skin and it really brings beautiful, plumping, firming, and lifted benefits, which just like blows my mind from a moisturizer product, you could probably find those benefits in products that cost a lot less. So if you are seeking for anti-aging, but seeking to build your skincare on a budget, You don't have to go and blow it on this moisturizer. We can definitely find it in some other products. So let's talk about serums, because I've been teasing it throughout this video. And truly, this is the category where I'm gonna say feel free to splurge. And in fact, this is probably the most important category to set aside the most money for. I mean, this is really the stuff that is really solely existing in your routine to show benefits for your skincare goals. Where a cleanser also additionally has to cleanse your skin, and a moisture also additionally needs to protect your skin. A serum truly exists just to help improve your skin and get you closer to your skincare goals. You just have to choose them wisely, right? So not only is this the area where you should feel free to splurge in, but it's also the area where you should probably concentrate the majority of your energy into finding the right one for you. So as I was going through my skincare collection for some examples of splurges in the serum category, I actually realized that I don't really have serums that cost a ton of money. You know, the ones I was coming up with are around the $30 mark. And while that's not super cheap, it's also not super expensive either. So that just goes to show you that you can find really amazing formulations, especially in K-beauty. That's why I love it so much, right? I'm the K-beauty princess because I love to save a dollar. They got really effective formulations. They don't break the bank necessarily. You can still get the benefits. So it's not necessary to spend the most, but it's the one area where you want to reserve the majority of your energy and your budget for. So a few that I just wanted to highlight that I personally love are the Klairs Watery Oil Drop. This one retails around $31 and it's got some really good general anti-aging benefits to it. Another is the by Wishtrend Polyphenols in Propolis 15% Ampoule. This retails around $28, and this is the one I reach for when my skin is kind of breaking out, maybe it's inflamed, even a little bit irritated. This is a really great one for that. I also wanted to talk about one of my favorite calming serums, which also happens to be one of the most affordable serums that I own, and that is the Beauty of Joseon Calming Serum. This is green tea and panthenol, and the most I've seen this retail is around $15, but you can definitely get it for even less on a sale. And another category of product you can feel free to save your money in is oils. Having an oil like in your beauty arsenal, they multitask so much, like you'll find yourself using it a ton. But you can definitely save your money. You don't have to spend a lot on fancy oils. It's just not necessary if you don't want to. Especially now that we have brands like the Ordinary, the Inkey list, Good Molecules, they all have great oil options under $10. It's insane how affordable their oil options are, especially if you stick to 100% oils, like 100% rosehip oil, just squalane oil, just, you know, marula oil. That's actually a really good example, marula oil, because you can get marula oil from The Ordinary, which I happen to like their marula oil a lot, for like $8, but you can get marula oil from Drunk Elephant for like $72. What? It's insane. Really, the only difference between the two products is that Drunk Elephant maybe goes through a little bit of a nicer processing with their oil, but generally speaking, they're gonna bring the same benefits to your skin. And so it's not something that you need to pay more for if you don't want to. You can definitely save your money. One thing I will say is I am personally willing to spend a little bit more in the oil category for oil blends. You know, when it is a really carefully crafted blend of lots of different oils, that's when I feel a little bit more comfortable spending closer to $20, $30, like Stratia Fortify fatty acid facial oil, which I use every single day. I absolutely love it. It's a really well blended, carefully formulated facial oil full of omega-5s and omega-3 fatty acids, so barrier supportive. I mean, this has been constructed to make your skin stronger. For that, I will shell out more money because it's a little bit more crafted, and that makes sense to me. And the benefits it delivers to my skin, I just can't deny it. Like, it's just so good for my skin. So that makes sense to spend a little bit more. But if you just want some marula oil or some rosehip oil, feel free to save your money in this area. There's lots of quality options at very affordable prices. So I hope you guys enjoyed this save or splurge video. You know, hope it takes some of the financial stress out of building an effective skincare routine. You really can do it on any budget. So let me know in the comments, what's your favorite like super expensive product or your favorite super affordable product? Either way, I'm interested to know. So let me know in the comment box below. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, but you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing. I do release 2 new skincare focused videos every single week. Turn on notifications and join the notification club. You will never be out of the loop when the new videos drop. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as always, and you know I am hoping you are healthy, happy, and safe wherever you are in the world, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next video. Bye.